So you're looking for some Florida friendly landscaping. Well, you're in the right place because we're taking this Florida native plant garden and expanding it. We're gonna be keeping a couple exotics, removing an invasive, and adding some more Florida native plants. And in today's video, I'm gonna talk about one of the exotic plants that we're gonna be keeping. It's a Florida friendly plant. It is the Confederate Jasmine. Jasminoides, also known as Confederate Jasmine, Star Jasmine, Chinese Star Jasmine, or Confederate Jasmine. This is a gorgeous plant. It is evergreen year-round. It can be grown all throughout the state. It is definitely not native, but it is considered Florida friendly by the University of Florida. I love this plant. It smells so good. And here's the thing about it. The flowers look like beautiful little stars, which is probably where the whole name Star Jasmine came in. And because it's grown all throughout the southeast of the United States, it's probably why it's associated with the Confederacy. But here's the thing about this plant. While its most common name is Confederate Jasmine, it is not native to any part of the Confederacy of the United States, nor is it an actual jasmine. You know, sometimes we just name things. So there is a little bit of speculation about where the name comes from, and it may not actually be due to the South when it was trying to secede during the Civil War. It actually may be named after the Confederacy of Malaysia, but people don't know. So there's some rebranding trying to happen with calling it Star Jasmine so it can disassociate with the Confederacy, which, you know, they didn't win. So why do we want to name this beautiful plant after the people who didn't win? Whatever. I still love it. I think it's a beautiful plant, whatever we're going to end up calling it. So what could you use it for? You can use it to trellis on. It's a vine you can use to trellis. So you can put it on arches, you can put it on wall trellises, you can put it on TP trellises. All these would be great choices. You could also use it as ground cover. It likes full sun to semi-shade, but it's gonna flower the most in full sun. So definitely put it in full sun because it is so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love the smell. You will get, the pollinators love it. I see bees and butterflies on it all the time, and I get such a wide variety. We have it on actually both sides of our house. It existed here when we first moved in, and you know what? I really appreciate the fact that the previous owners added it because it is just a gorgeous plant. And I've even seen this growing on chain link fences. You know, those cheaper type of fences which I have in my yard, so no shame there. But like, I've seen it where they grow it on it and it gets so thick and bushy, it actually looks like it's a hedge line because you can really cut it and make it look like that. And I mean, who doesn't want it as a whole shrub? It just smells so good. Now, besides being good for pollinators, it's got great nectar. It doesn't have any food for us. It's actually toxic to us, allegedly, like a lot of things that come out of Southeast Asia. It has some medicinal properties that they use in China, but generally it's considered toxic. So I would give it a pass on it doing any of that stuff. But when you're pruning or if you pull on any of the stems, there is a sap. That sap can be very irritating to the skin, so you do want to wear gloves when working with this plant, for sure. So why am I going to leave it in? So when we talk about the goals for the area, we talked about shading. So this already provides some shade to the southern portion of the garage right on side of the door. So I do want to keep that. It does create some food for our pollinators, so we definitely want to keep that for them. It does create some habitats. I actually found an old nest in there, so some bird at some point was using it, but they're not actively using it now, and I haven't actually seen them use it for a couple years. So when I've got to actually cut this plant back because the trellis is collapsing, and I really do need to pull it back up and secure it to the wall, so that will be part of the project. And what else does it, does it have the look? Well, the flowers aren't huge, but it gets a lot of them. So I think usually, even if you don't know if it's there and people don't notice the flowers as much, what they will notice is the smell. Because, oh my gosh, this thing puts out some smell. Like, you will smell it 10 feet away, and if the wind is just breezing, I can tell when people have it in their yards because I'll be walking my dogs, like I do like this. And then all of a sudden I'll go, is that some jasmine? I smell it. So if you want a gorgeous smelling plant, yep, this one. Definitely this one. If you're not gonna go native and you wanna go Florida friendly, I definitely recommend it. Now, it is a vine, so you don't wanna put it where it's gonna go get into other plants. I do have to watch out. It tries to get into another plant in the area on the regular, but it is not so vigorous that's very difficult. You just gotta keep an eye on it and then cut it every now and then. So not a big deal. And it can take a pretty hard prune. I feel like I've gushed about this plant a lot. When I wasn't really into gardening, I did appreciate this plant. I remember it even up at University of Florida when you're next to the football stadium. stadium, they have huge chain link fence lines and they just have it growing all over it. And when it just hits those right time of year and it's just the smell, it's just so, like the whole street smells good. It's like something just from, it's one of those scent memories that I have, that I just have a lot of appreciation for this plant. Now the one thing I'm gonna have to watch out is this jasmine is gonna be fighting with a couple other vines, and that's the one we're gonna talk about next, is our native coral honeysuckle. And to make sure you don't miss it, go ahead and like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notification. New videos each week on Friday and sometimes a bonus on Sunday. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye.